Good morning again, everybody. Welcome back to LilyLuLou. If you haven't been here before, my name is Karen. I'm the Junk Journal Geek. And if you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for coming back to join me today. I really do appreciate your company. So I'm back to early morning filming. You may be able to tell, so I'm trying to keep quiet because everybody's still in bed. After finishing my last project, I'm cute, Max has started whining. After finishing my last project, I've got lots of scraps and bits and pieces lying around on my table, you know, as you do. So I thought I'd just come on this morning quickly and make some sort of scrappy, clustery type things, just to use up some of these bits and pieces. So I just thought, because I've not been around again for a couple of days, that I would turn the camera on and you could come along with me. So I imagine I'm just going to be, this is just packaging paper, so I thought I would just use these as the backs and stick some stuff on and see how we go. So I hope you are all well and happy today. It's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK, and this hopefully will go up today onto YouTube. So it's not raining, which is a bonus on a bank holiday. And don't really have much planned today. Got some shopping arriving later. That's 2 whole pages there. I don't know where they're in my scrappy bits. These bits of bird paper that I had going on in the other journal. Still haven't made a proper start on the other 3 journals that are sitting on my desk that I keep trying to start in between other projects, and then things keep happening and I have to get on with the other projects. And these 3 journals are still sitting looking at me, but hopefully I'll be able to do something with those this week. But other than that, I don't really have any news for you. Nothing really happening. My youngest daughter went back to work yesterday. She works on a ship, so she's away again now for another 2 weeks. So it's Bank Holiday Monday today, so everybody's at home. My youngest daughter isn't at uni today, so she's upstairs in bed. She had a 21st birthday party that she went to on Saturday night, I think. And then we had a family barbecue yesterday at my eldest daughter's, so it's been a busy weekend for her, so I'm not expecting her to surface anytime soon, unless I make too much noise, of course. So I don't really want to know what I want to do with these. I just thought that I'd layer a few bits and pieces up, and then staple them together and then have them ready to go, and I'm thinking maybe not to put a focal point on until I actually use them, and then I can tie them in with whatever I'm working on. Oh, I can't tear this. This is baking paper. I'm having trouble tearing it. So yeah, I just thought I'd try and use up some of these bits and pieces. Just, I have a little the lid to one of my boxes. I have a box with scraps in, but they're like big scraps. They're not really scraps, they're like leftover pages, if you like. And then I have my box that I keep all my bits and pieces in, you know, my glue and scissors and all those essentials. The lid of that is sort of dipped. So up there I keep any little tiny bits usually, and they're starting to slide about because there's so much on there, so I just thought I'd try and use some of them up. But I thought I had some music paper here as well, but I can't actually see it. That one's going to need the edges inked because I tore it the wrong way. I don't want any white. Now I can hear my hubby up. I wasn't quick enough. But he won't come down yet. He can probably hear me talking, so he knows I'm filming. There's a little bit of music paper there. That is a proper scrap, isn't it? Probably put that in there by accident. And then I saw some other dictionary page, not that whole one. There it is. I think this is from, this was the pack of interesting papers I purchased from Purple Poppy on Etsy. This is a page from, I think it's a list of solicitors and barristers. It's all sort of legal people. It's nice paper, feels nice. So you can see these are literally just random piles of stuff. But then once you come to use them and you add on, you know, a focal point on each one, maybe tuck a bit of lace behind them or something, they start looking rather lovely. From humble beginnings. I feel really, what's the word? I'm not with it this morning. I didn't really want to. I woke up at 5 and I was full of beans. But I thought, oh, it's a bit early to get up and to start disturbing everyone. So I thought I'll lay and watch the birds in the trees outside. And of course I fell back asleep. And then when I woke up an hour and a bit later, I didn't actually want to wake up, didn't want to get up. Oh, I might put that there. So I think that's probably enough in each one. And all I'm going to do is pop a staple in the middle of each one to hold everything together. And then when I come to actually use these, I will cover the staple with whatever I'm going to have as my focal point. And some of these I know I've got straight edges and are a bit square, but I will tear bits and pieces off to make them look how I want them to look wherever I'm going to be using them. So I'm not worrying about any of that at the moment because I don't know where these are going to be used or how. I'm literally just getting the bases together so that they're, you know, the bulk of it is ready to go. And of course my stapler, oh no, it hasn't. I thought it'd run out of staples then. It didn't go. It is nearly out, but I should finish this lot. Yeah, these are sort of ready to go, so I can just pick one up, stick something on top as a focal point and fiddle with it then to make it how I want it to look. And on cue, Max is back, whinging at the back door. He's just eating his breakfast quietly there for a few minutes, but now he's back. So So we've got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that took 10 minutes to put those 8 bits together. I needed a slurp of tea. So that's, you know, it's a quick and easy way to get stuff almost pre-made. I know, as I say, they've got to have little bits and pieces done, but they're almost ready to go. And I could, I've got little, for example, to finish them off, not this one because it's got a back on it, but I could pop a button on, or I might put buttons on all these actually. That's better because that's flat. And I could put a button on there, and then I could actually sew that through all of those sheets of paper, or I could, you know, just tie some string through to make a bow and then stick it on with some glue. Let's have a look at a different one. I've got this like fake cameo thing here that could be stuck on, not on there, it doesn't go with the colours, but like this one that's quite neutral, that could go on there. I'm just giving you examples now of what could happen. What could go on there. Let's see, what else have I got to hand that could go on there. Max, be quiet. We don't want to listen to you, I'm afraid. I know it's very sad. I've got this sheet of people here. This is from the Graphics Fairy. You know, I could... Should we just do one to see what it looks like? Try not to cut my finger in the process. I'm just cutting this very roughly because I'm not actually going to stick it on now. I'm just showing, you know, giving you ideas of how different you can make these look. If you've got, you know, the kit to make the wax seals, you could make some of those and pop a wax seal on top. That would look nice. You could fussy cut some flowers or a bird or a butterfly. Oh, I've got some butterflies to hand. I'll do one of those as well. See what different things we can pop on all these. You're not going out there to chase those poor birdies. Leave them alone. He doesn't need to go out. He's literally, I just let him out before I turn the camera on, in case you're wondering. He can see the birds in the garden and he wants to go out there and chase them. It's very naughty. Poor birdies. Mind you, I think they do tease him. I think they know when he can't get out and they come and flutter right by the back door. So this gentleman could be sitting here. And what else did I say? Oh, butterflies. Let's see if I've got a small butterfly. These butterflies, I've got hundreds of butterflies. These are mainly from the Digital Collage Club. The butterflies in here. Most of them will be too big, but I know there are a few small ones. I mean, they're absolutely huge on there. You could probably get away with that, but it is still a bit on the big side, isn't it? Max is now trying to sniff his way through the door. Right, see that one? I know it's not cut out properly, but we could have a butterfly on one. And then I've got some... I'm not going to stick any of these down because, as I say, I don't know where these are going to go and what I'm going to use them for, but there's a faux stamp. Max, no. could have a faux stamp on one. What else have I got next to me? A little reproduction of a label here. In your bed, Max, in your bed. So we could have a label on one. We've got two there that haven't got anything on. Have I got anything, I think this is too thick. I was going to say could sort of tie a bow. This is too thick and not long enough to actually tie a bow, but you know, something like that you could pop on. Obviously not with all these strings hanging off. You know, just to give you an idea. And then have I got anything else to hand that's different? Don't think I have. Oh, I tell you what I had. These quotes that were on the yellow and blue bonanza kit from Sunny Creates, which I've just finished that journal for. I printed them off to a page as well because I wanted the little envelopes for the envelope stack at the back of the book. So if you had quotes like that were small enough, here they are. And obviously these little clusters are quite yellowy and bluey because that's all the things I've got on my desk from that last. There we are. We could have a little quote on there. Obviously that's too small for that cluster. And the other one was too big, but you get the idea. So we've got a little people, we've got a butterfly, we've got a little cameo, a ticket, a quote, a faux stamp and a button on those. So that gives you some ideas of what you can do with these. And then hopefully as I go on with my next few journals, you'll see these make an appearance and see how they end up actually being used. So I hope you found that interesting. Maybe you've got a little bit of inspiration if you're new to journaling. You've got an idea of how you can use all your leftovers. I'll be back again with you hopefully in a couple of days. In the meantime, take care and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye-bye.